Yo, it's pretty clear to me that this Los Angeles Rams team can win games. They can score a lot of points. They ended up losing this game to Seattle, and honestly, I thought they had it, but they just couldn't pull it off, and Seattle pulled it off over them in OT. But this offense, who a lot of people were criticizing, me, myself, I thought Sean McVay was getting conservative. I was like, come on, man, be aggressive. Like, Matthew Stafford's literally over 400. You guys can throw on these guys. Puka literally cannot be stopped tonight. Just be aggressive. He didn't. They end up losing this game. There's so many things you could blame on this game. The offense, the defense. Offense being conservative, so many things on the offense. And I'm not going to say so many things because, like I said, they scored a lot of points and Matthew Stafford went crazy. But what I really want to talk about is this defense. Yes, I want to talk about this defense under Chris Shula, who I've been hearing, is a head coaching candidate. And Chris Shula is a damn good coach. I do believe that. But there is something wrong with this Los Angeles Rams defense. There is something wrong, and they are trending in a bad spot with 2 games left in the season. I am worried about their defense. We just go back to the last 3 games, right? So I pulled up some notes. I kind of looked into this. Rams opponents points per game, the last 3. This is a lot of these stats are the last 3, and then I'm going to point to the Panthers game, and we'll talk about that here in a second. So they've given up 29.7 points per game in the last 3 games, which ranks 8th worst in the league. In the last 3 games, they've given up 366 passing yards per game, worst in the league. Yo, you ain't subscribed? Why you not subscribed? Come on, don't be a hater. I know you ain't a hater. Be sure to subscribe and be sure to drop a like for your boy. All we do is talk football here. Come vibe with me. And be sure to follow my Instagram and drop any DMs in there asking a question about a team, topic of discussion, and we'll make a video on it. All right? Let's get back to the video. Number 1, they are the worst in the league in the last 3 games with passing yards. Opponents yards per game. Opponents yards per game, not passing yards. 5th worst in the league, 375 total yards. And this excludes the Carolina game, who they lost 28-31. Yeah, I'm looking at the schedule right now. I got their full schedule pulled up. They lost that game 31-28. I remember that now. 31 points. 31 points. So I just talked about a 3-game sample size, 4-game sample size. Their defense looks even worse. It looks even worse. And they traded for Roger McCreary, who's been hurt. Hasn't been there. I like Roger McCreary. I liked him in Tennessee, and I think he's gonna do a solid job with the Los Angeles Rams, but he's not there. I made a video on Emmanuel Forbes talking about Emmanuel Forbes. I thought Emmanuel Forbes has been balling. I don't know what it is with this passing defense. There's a clear issue. Kobe Durant. I think Kobe Durant's a good player. Safety Cameron Curl. I think Cameron Curl's a good safety. Then you get to the defensive line. Braden Fisk. Tyler Davis in the inside. Outside, Byron Young. Good pass rusher. Jared Verse. Josiah Stewart. They have guys, man. Like, they have guys on their defensive side. It's not like they don't have studs on the defensive side. But for whatever reason, this defense in the past 4 games looks bad. They look so bad. Like, I heard concerns about their defense earlier in the year, right? And I was like, they're still pretty good, right? Like, they dropped some games. The game against Philadelphia where they gave up all those points in the second half, that was bad, right? But outside of that, I'm like, they've looked pretty good. But there's something that's wrong with this defense. And Chris Shula and Sean McVay needs to get in on this too, because I'm like, do you really want to go into the playoffs, shootout football, like your offense having to score 30 plus? Because that's honestly what it's looking like right now. This defense is trending in a bad spot when we're 2 games out from the playoffs. Now they're playing the Atlanta Falcons, Monday Night Football, right? They're trying to get the number 1 seed. They're playing the Atlanta Falcons in a game I assume they should probably win that game. But at the same time, I'm like, dude, if their defense is just letting people run on them, pass on them, passing is the main thing. But you're going up against Kirk Cousins, who, Kirk Cousins played a solid game in their last game, but it's like you're going up against Bijan Robinson. Kyle Pitts went off in their last game. I don't know if Drake London's coming back. I need to look on his injury status, but they're a team that has ballers on their offensive side. So it's like, dude, what if the Atlanta Falcons torched that defense too? You know what I mean? It's just not looking good for the Rams defense, and they need to figure it out. Now, like I said, I expect them to win that game, but their defense has to figure it out, because this is not the way you want to go into the playoffs with your defense just like letting teams pass on you, getting all these yards, giving up all these points. That's not playoff football.